Hello everyone, my name is Abdul and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to teach you how to implement scroll view in your iOS app using LZViewPager library. So let's get started. Open the browser and search for LZViewPager. So we'll click the first link and we'll scroll down to the LZViewPager simulator. As you can see, there is a multiple options that you can implement using this library. So first let's go to the terminal and install this LZViewPager in our Xcode project. Terminal and go to your Xcode project and hit enter, and then write pod in it. After that, open pod file and let's install the library. Click save and then pod install. So now let's create one view controller. Let's call it paging view controller. Let's have our main in the right side. Let's delete this mark and let's type the outlets. It will be here. So let's also type mark variables, and here will be the properties, and here the actions. So let's have one view. And the constraint it will be 0 in all the direction. First let's name the class paging view controller, call this view as a LZViewPager, and let's drag it in our view controller and let's call it ViewPager. Let's also import our library LZViewPager, and let's have LZViewPager delegate and also LZViewPager data source. So now let's go back to the browser, and as you can see that we've already created one view controller. We call it paging view controller, and we drag the UI view into our view controller. And let's now deal with the properties. So let's have one variable. Let's call it private var subcontroller, and it will be multiple view controller that will be inside our ViewPager UI view. So let's have now one function. Let's call it ViewPager properties. So we will have the first the ViewPager delegate equal to self, and ViewPager dot data source equal to self, and the last one is ViewPager dot host controller equal to self. So now let's have 3 view controller. So the first one will be let's for example have 2 view controller. You can add as many as you can with the view controllers, but in our tutorial we'll have only 2 view controller. And you can have also, instead of UI view controller, you can have UI table view controller or UI collection view controller. You have just to change the UI view controller to UI table view controller or UI collection view controller. So let's have one folder. Let's name it controllers, and inside this folder we will have two view controller. The first one will be, for example, the home view controller, and the second one will be, for example, setting view controller. Let's name the first one will be home view controller, and also let's have it here, and let's click to use Storyboard ID. The second one will be the settings view controller, and let's do the same in the Storyboard ID. So now let's go back to our paging view controller. Let's have let equal to vc1 equal to UI storyboard. Storyboard name, it will be main, and the bundle will be null. Then dot instant view controller with identifier will be our first view controller. Let's just copy it. As a home view controller. The second VC will be the settings view controller. VC2 is equal to settings view controller, and also let's paste it in the identifier. So now in the sub view controllers equal to the VC1 and VC2. Then let's type ViewPager dot reload the views. Now let's click to add our protocol for the delegate and the data source. Let's put them down. So the number of the items will be depends on how many view controller we have. So we'll return self.subcontrollers.count, and also the controller depends on the subcontroller. Alright, return subcontroller index. For the button, let's go back now to our GitHub project, and as you can see, we've already typed the ViewPager data source and delegate and the host controller, and we have the two VCs, and then we've added them in the subcontrollers, and then we reload the view controllers. Then we've implement the LZViewPager data source. The first function depends on how many views we have in the subcontrollers, and the index of the subcontroller, and last one for the button. So let's copy the button and paste it in the function here. You can have also if you need to even change the background color, you can type button dot background color equal to blue, for example. Even for more function, you can also go back now to the library. You have also multiple customization. For example, you can even change the height of the header, the background color of the header for the header, the height for indicator, the color for indicator. You have so many functions that you can implement, and even for the delegate you have 3 functions. So let's have also one function for the indicator, the second one here. Let's copy it and paste it here. Let's return the color. It will be, for example, dark gray. Copy the view page properties and let's paste it in the view.load, and let's run our application. So as you can see, let's first just change the let's add the title instead of black, let's change it to white. The title name of the VC1 and VC2. So the title for the first view controller will be the home, and the second one will be the settings. Let's run it again. As you can see, the home page and the settings page. You can tab it or you can scroll it from here. I hope you enjoyed my video, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.